Sexual exploitation is a blight on society that needs resources, education, victim support, and when necessary, prosecution. Visa and Mastercard are the wrong entities to address these problems. Visa and Mastercard do not have the skills, expertise, or position to determine complex issues of digital spaces and speech. Nuanced challenges to what content should exist online are issues that legal experts, human rights experts, lawmakers, and courts in the United States and abroad have been deeply considering for years and decades. Truth is, writing speech policies in a way that won't shut down legitimate and worthy speech is hard, and it's wrong that Visa and Mastercard have the power to police speech and what you watch online. As a society, we have not given Visa and Mastercard the authority to dictate online speech cases. Those companies haven't been elected or chosen by anyone in any country. I cannot emphasize that enough. Those companies haven't been elected or chosen by anyone in any country, but yet here they are enforcing speech rules that we haven't adopted in the United States, which violates the Canadian and USA Constitution. If they were adopted. Sadly, this is not the first time these companies' decisions have jeopardized speech and what you can access online. Mastercard Visa's move to control all started with Pornhub.
Pornhub has removed millions of uploaded videos. This happened after a New York Times column accused the website of hosting sexual videos of underage and non-consenting women. In response to the article, Visa and Mastercard cut ties with Pornhub, making it impossible for Pornhub to process payments other than through cryptocurrencies.
That's really crazy, right?
Yeah.
Pushing them that way.
Yeah.
I don't agree with selling your body to make money. Okay, right away. I was gonna say that right away. But to force them off into more sketchier means, that's messed up. Visa and Mastercard are a mega checkpoint for online payments. This means that every arbitrary policy of these two companies can translate into rules that all websites who want to process payments must follow. Any website or individual can find itself running afoul of Visa and Mastercard's moral sensibilities and be shut off from receiving online payments. We saw it with WikiLeaks, and we saw it with the independent book publisher Smashwords. Unless we create a diverse market of online payment services not reliant on Visa and Mastercard, we have to deal with the fact that these two companies can dictate what we can read or access online, or even what you're allowed to watch in some cases.
Those praising Mastercard and Visa's actions now should recognize that these censorship powers are more often used against those without power or money to fight the censorship, and that should worry all of us because most people don't have the money, regardless of what fields they work in, to fight these mega corporations and banks, all linked to BlackRock.
And who owns BlackRock? If you don't know, it's Larry Fink. He's one of the leaders. I think porn should be illegal and should be stopped. I think human exploitation should be criminal and stopped. Okay? But it's where it started. It's where it started. Because first they went after the porn, and then they went after Steam.
What is up, space pirates? This is your Admiral, the ever-charming Dr. Disaster. And do you guys remember this story here, which I covered from several months ago, where an open letter was written to Gabe Newell of Valve from a sitting U.S. Senator, warning him that more intense scrutiny is coming his way if he doesn't take action against extremist content?
Just stay out of my way. You'll pay. Listen to what I say.
This senator was spurred on by a report from the ADL, the Anti-Defamation League, who had it out for Steam because they noted that some users had Pepe the Frog meme images in their profile, and Steam refused to ban people who used such images, so
we will cover, I'll be reading the Steam-powered hate after the video is done, because it's crazy what they're doing in the article.
They deemed the platform unsafe. Fortunately, Gabe Newell seems to have taken this threat about this seriously.
How about I just go eat some hay? I can make things out of clay and lay by the bay. I just may. What do you say?
Alright, so keep this context in mind as I cover this story. The ADL has a hate boner for gamers because we are anti-censorship and we don't buy into their propaganda, their progressive nonsense. As I said before, the ADL really has it out for Steam and for gamers in general, as Stricture here wrote on X, illustrating what he believes the ADL is trying to assert. He said, Elias Rodriguez killed them, therefore Hassan killed them, therefore gamers did this. Unfortunately, this is nothing new. The ADL has been going after gamers for years for no apparent reason other than enjoying a hobby. I myself have had a run-in with the hombre running their anti-gamer center, and then he includes an image of a post from the ADL where they talk about how we are a hive of hate and harassment as gamers. Honestly though, these people working at places like the ADL have so little testosterone that they just don't understand gamers. They don't understand how males interact. And really, what they want is to use any excuse they can to try to gain influence over how gamers communicate. They don't want more violence over at the ADL, which is absolutely understandable, but what they've shown that they also don't want is for males to have a space online to vent and compete with each other. They hate that so many of us don't buy into their woke shit and that we are difficult to control. Therefore, they hate Steam and they want it gone. They will use this situation to associate Piker with gamers in general and then try to demonize and bully us into more censorship against things that threaten the progressive establishment that they represent. I strongly suggest we speak out against this crap and nip it in the bud. And the amazing strategy, the secret sauce, if you will, for Valve and for King Gaben has long been known: do nothing and claim victory.
I win again, just like always!
How many times have we seen other gaming platforms make asses of themselves and cause gamers to shrug their shoulders and say, well, I guess I'll just upgrade my PC and keep playing on Steam.
Yep.
Valve has been so good at this, giving gamers exactly what they want for many, many years, allowing players to play what they want no matter what the mainstream establishment types think about it, that the US government has actually gotten involved with them and attempted to influence Valve. A sitting US senator essentially threatened that the government would crack down on the platform if Steam didn't throttle the accounts of people with profile pics of Pepe the Frog. But of course, Gabe Newell and Valve did what they always do, which is ignore it.
Are you gonna bark all day, little doggy? Or are you gonna bite?
Now, the senator who wrote this open letter to Steam is a progressive shitlib who wants to control what people think, and he appears to have been in cahoots with the likes of the Anti-Defamation League, who wrote this report here in order to scare people into hating Valve and demanding that they start moderating the platform to their liking. Well, the scare tactics and the lawfare, if that's what you want to call it, that didn't work, so these same people have tried something much simpler. Looks like the payment processors have finally done what the shitlib wing of the government could not do. They got Steam to bend the knee, to capitulate to their demands, essentially threatening to destroy them if they didn't do what they wanted, because now Steam has updated their terms and conditions, their guidelines for the publishers on the platform, to include following the standards set forth by the payment processors. It very much appears that the likes of PayPal, Visa, Mastercard, the thinking is that they threatened to pull their support for the platform if Steam did not capitulate, and Steam finally broke from their strategy and did something. They are now removing adult-oriented material from the platform. They did pretty much the only thing they could do, under the circumstances.
Again, we see there is nothing you can possess which I cannot take away.
Yes, master.
I just can't emphasize enough who the fuck are Mastercard and Visa to dictate what Steam can have on their website. Okay, I know that some of the games are really fucked up. Okay, I'm not gonna deny that. But who the fuck are these people to say what they can have on their website when they are literally Mastercard, Visa, I shared a link. Mastercard and Visa are in bed with pornography production sites. They're in bed with escort sites. They're in bed with pornography webcam sites. And the list goes on. So who are they to say what a fictional game where they're actually, with all those things I listed, there's tons of actual human exploitation. But in moving, it's gross, but is there anyone being exploited other than the person who's gooning on the game? Okay, there's exploitation there. But did they actually hurt anyone making it? That's the question. And I can't say it enough, who the fuck is Visa, MasterCard, and the banks to dictate what people can and cannot do online, and when the stuff hasn't even been brought to Supreme Court? What the fuck?
Anything they could do under the circumstances.
Again, we see there is nothing you can possess which I cannot take away.
Yep.
Yes, master.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's good, bud. I didn't even notice left that face. Let's go. Exactly my point, right? Right? Exactly my fucking point. So, you can use your credit card to fucking buy whores, but Gooner games are bad, right? Let's talk about the hypocrisy. So, these are lists of websites that accept MasterCard as a method of payment.
There's...
This is just where it's from, so just read these here.
Oh. There's Strip Chat, Streammate, amateur webcam shows.
This is a small list of what they own. Here, I will drop it. It's a big list. This is what all the porn companies that they are involved with.
Yeah, and just going after Pornhub.
Okay, so Strip Chat, you said this one?
Yeah.
Then we got Sex Doll Plus from the UK, then Loveness Review. These are all like sex toys. Sex Doll Torso, Love Doll Torso. And they're even involved with production companies. AEBN.
The Adult Entertainment Broadcast Network.
Has a... One second... Do that. Has new and classic porn movies available on demand. Digital Playground.
Team Skeet. I Know That Girl, aka Mofos.
Yep.
Reality Kings. Brazzers. These are porn producers.
Yeah, and some of the most disgusting stuff you're ever gonna see. Too. It's really gross. These companies, they make really gross stuff. And the last one on this list, Erotic Monkey.
And that
is an escort search site.